much, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Fire extinguisher. I'm going around painting. It seemed to transpire that there was engines in the trailer. I was like, oh fuck, that's all.
But they said you go on their own.
But it can't go on their own unless it's plugged into the truck. And that's why the whole thing about the caravans and all. But a motoring law, apparently, there's a little book, like Bible size, of motoring law. Apparently it's super complicated. It's just layers on layers of old school case laws, contradictory sections from all this, all sorts of stuff. And so apparently, yeah, there was more hope. Well, that's the other side, isn't it? Laura keeps saying this. She says, quite often, she says, in Rwanda there were like journalists accused of genocide who were found to have taken is there any justice? Is there any justice?
Well, that's not going to happen like that, is it? Not completely. Going through that long
Itself, it would be like really much when you've got more people and more moving parts, and everyone's got to say like the right thing and not. It was all.
Was it the same barrister representing all?
No, so the barrister actually represented only two of the people. They were legal aid, who got legal aid through XR or legal aid, and then three of us were self-representing. So we hardly got to speak. But I was really well prepped, of course. And the driver of the tank came in, testified. That was like straight body language. That was really like, And on the day he was super sound. He was super sound, very calm. In his written testimony, really sounded quite like being a bit coached about how dangerous it was. But then the question they basically said, is that...
What just happened? Well, we're standing outside Southwark Crown Court. It's Friday the 27th of January. The seven of us, sometimes known as the Barclays Seven, we've just been sentenced for carefully breaking some windows at Barclays HQ in April 2021. We were calling Barclays out for being the biggest fossil fuel funder in Europe and one of the biggest investors in plastics pollution and ecosystem destruction globally. It's been a hell of a roller coaster. I'm utterly exhausted, as I'm sure my colleagues are as well. We all came packed with bags ready for prison. We genuinely thought there was a significant risk that we would be in a prison van and on the way to Bronzefield or somewhere else by now. It hasn't quite sunk in that I can go home to my family. I'm so happy that I can, because I know I'm not a criminal. We know we're not criminals. It really struck me that Judge Milne, and I really want to say this from the bottom of my heart, we did this action as much for Judge Milne and his family as we did for everyone else's family on earth. We don't discern and discriminate. We're all people. He said in his comments just now, before he gave us our sentence, that effectively we are correct, that the scientific consensus agrees that climate change is real and that action is really needed. That uplifted my heart for a moment. For a moment. So he, and in this judicial double standards crazy world, agrees that we need desperate action, but then in the same breath caused our action a stunt and a gimmick. When I was giving evidence, I explained I've spent 40 years doing lawful actions, trying to get stuff done, and it doesn't make any difference. That's why I resorted to doing what I did, to send a message of love to Barclays and the whole banking industry that this political economy must change. It's driving us off a cliff. We all know that. More and more people know that. And yet he then went on to say that our category of offence was even higher than the CPS said, made us the highest level at A1, and that means a custodial sentence of up to 4 years for breaking a bit of bloody glass to try and get these people to stop driving us to climate genocide. It's beyond comprehension. But then he gave us suspended sentences, so we were taken to hell and back emotionally. So, of course, we're grateful that we can see our families, and he's left it with Barclays as to whether they want to take a civil action to get us for the compensation for the window breaking. If I worked for Barclays, I'd be advising the board not to. It would be a PR disaster. They would lose a lot more in business than the 97 grand the windows cost.